Donald Trump just had another full-blown meltdown this morning, this time because he didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize. We all saw this coming. And if that sounds too dumb to be real, wait until you hear who came rushing to his defense. If you guessed Vladimir Putin, you'd be correct. The man currently bombing the hell out of Ukraine decided the moral authority on the world peace would be him.
Авторитет, мне кажется, он в значительной степени утрачен. Но
Anyway, let's unpack this absolute circus. So on Friday morning, the Nobel Committee awarded the Peace Prize to Maria Corina Machado, Venezuela's opposition leader who's been literally risking her life for decades to stand up against Maduro and his regime. Trump responded.
The person who actually got the Nobel Prize called me and said, I'm accepting this in honor of you because you really deserved it. That a very nice thing to do. I didn't say then give it to me though. I think she might have. She was very nice, and I've been helping her along the way. They need a lot of help in Venezuela. It's a basic disaster. So, and you could also say it was given out for 24, and I was running for office in 24. All of the transactions that we did in terms of closing, but. There are those that say we did so much that they should have done it, but I'm happy because I saved millions of lives.
And meanwhile, America's government continues to be shut down going into its second week. Troops are unpaid. Healthcare is being held over our head like the sword of Damocles. And the Trump regime announced something big. Was it reopening the government? No, you'd be wrong on that. Was it giving us Medicare back? No, wrong again. Their big announcement was Qatar opening a base in Idaho.
No one other than President Trump could have achieved the peace that we believe will be a lasting peace in Gaza. And Qatar played a substantial role from the beginning, working with our folks to ensure that came about. So I want to thank you for that historic peace. We look forward to joining the president as that gets, it's already been delivered, but as that's formally signed as well. And I'm also proud that today we're signing a letter of acceptance to build a Qatari Emiri Air Force facility at the Mountain Home Air Base in Idaho. The location will be host a contingent of Qatari F-15s and pilots to enhance our combined training, increase lethality, interoperability. It's just another example of our partnership. And I hope you know, Your Excellency, that you can count on us.
You might be asking yourself, what? I was asking myself the same thing. And it really makes no sense until you remember it was Qatar that gave Trump his 747 plane. Ah, yes. Speaking of delusion, MAGA Republicans spent the entire morning demanding that Congress create a fake Nobel Peace Prize for Trump. Seriously, Republican Buddy Carter floated an emergency session not to reopen the government. Has everything to do with glazing dear leader.
And Donald Trump has done that, and I applaud him for that. That's why he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize, and that's why I'm introducing a resolution for a sense of Congress today that will honor him with the Nobel Peace Prize, and if need be, we'll call for a discharge petition on that. I hope we can work with the Speaker, though, and get it on the floor for a vote.
Do you think Democrats will ever acknowledge his role in this peace process?
No, I don't think so. Let's face it. Right now, what we're witnessing with Chuck Schumer is just trying to be more anti-Trump than AOC because he's afraid he's going to get primaried by her.
A congressional fake Nobel Peace Prize. Not even a thing, completely embarrassing. Because when the world says no, MAGA builds a participation trophy. Take that, Trump. He'd probably like it too, anyway. Meanwhile, Republicans unveiled their new talking point about the shutdown. Senator Roger Marshall went on Fox claiming Democrats were prolonging it for a George Soros-funded protest. Guys, come on, it's 2025. Let's come up with a new slogan, okay?
And then October 18th is when the protest gets here. This will be a Soros-paid-for protest where his professional protesters show up, the agitators show up. We'll have to get the National Guard out. Hopefully it'll be peaceful. I doubt it.
It's so tired. It's so obvious. Then came Speaker Mike Johnson, calling the upcoming peaceful rally in D.C. a, quote, hate America event.
this nonsense, and we're so angry about it. I mean, I'm a very patient guy, but I have had it with these people. They're playing games with real people's lives. The theory we have right now, they have a Hate America rally that's scheduled for October 18th on the National Mall. It's all the pro-Hamas wing and the Antifa people. They're all coming out. Some of the House Democrats are selling T-shirts for the event, and it's being told to us that they won't be able to reopen the government until after that rally because they can't face their rabid base. I mean, this is serious business hurting real people. And I'm beyond words. I can't believe they're actually doing that.
Your administration is literally building a military base for a country tied to Hamas in the middle of America and Idaho. Maybe pump the brakes on the projection. Then Trump, perhaps to tank the stock market, warned that there's something strange happening in China. They've become very hostile. And his big strategic solution was, I'll give you one guess. It starts with a T and it ends with tariffs. Remember this name, Lindsay Halligan. This is kind of slipping under the radar. She's supposed to be the federal prosecutor in Virginia leading the most sensitive Trump-related cases, despite somehow never having been a prosecutor before. And she's been walking into grand jury rooms alone and signing indictments solo. How is this legal? She's not even been telling Pam Bondi, the AG of the United States, what she's been doing. And Pam Bondi has been pissed.
Details about the Justice Department's indictment of New York Attorney General Letitia James. Sources now telling CNN that Attorney General Pam Bondi was caught off guard by the charges after President Trump's hand-picked prosecutor, Lindsay Halligan, did not coordinate with senior DOJ leadership before presenting the case to the grand jury.
So James was indicted yesterday, of course, for alleged bank fraud and making false statements to a financial institution. This coming just weeks after President Trump very publicly called on Bondi to pursue charges against his perceived political rivals. Now, sources say that statement, which of course was posted on social media, was actually intended as a private message, but it was of course public. Joining us now, CNN anchor and chief Washington correspondent Jake Tapper. So Jake, this is an interesting development. As Harry Littman told us earlier, it's also potentially interesting deniability, which I thought was quite the take. But the fact that she may not have been, was not apparently not aware that this was happening.
Yeah. It's certainly odd, and it certainly goes to, I think it's fair to say, how inexperienced Lindsay Halligan is in the role of prosecutor. Whatever skills she has as an attorney, and she was primarily an insurance attorney, she's not used to this. The larger issue, though, is obviously one, that you have President Trump publicly declaring, even if it's mistakenly, that he wants these political foes prosecuted.
All in one day. Guys, stay here. Like this video if you got something out of it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one.